Republican Senator Pat Roberts from Kansas, a man, was asked by reporters this week, specific questions about the American Health Care Act, to which Mr. Senator Roberts replied, "Wouldn't want to lose my mammograms, ha ha ha." He was mocking the female reporter who asked him a question. He was mocking every woman in the United States, basically. There's no other way to really say that. This man thought it was a good idea to joke with women about the fact that we're going to strip you of services that help to keep you alive. And he thought it was perfectly fine. Now, sure, later after the backlash, he came out and apologized and said, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that. But that underscores the bigger point here. One, he felt comfortable enough saying it. And two, this piece of legislation, the American Health Care Act as it stands right now, is probably one of the most anti-woman pieces of legislation that has come out of Washington, D.C. in my lifetime. It will strip women of their ability to go get mammograms. It's not going to cover, most likely, pregnancies, childbirth, prenatal care, anything that has to do with women. It wants to strip the funding from Planned Parenthood, which provides medical services for low-income women all over this country. Doesn't do anything for Viagra, though. So don't worry about that, dudes. You got that covered. You can keep having sex until you're 120. But if you're a woman, sorry, there's just no money for that. We can't afford to have you go get these painful, invasive procedures done to make sure you don't have cancer. Maybe you should have been born with a penis. Huh? Did you ever think about that? Maybe this is your fault that you're not getting health care. That's what Republicans think. I mean, we're living in a time when Republicans, honest to God, believe that men are far superior to women and that women do not deserve vital health services. And you can't say that I'm wrong because you can look at this piece of legislation and see that that is what they believe. You can look at the comments of Senator Pat Roberts and see that this is what they believe. You know, there's going to come a time when we eventually have enough women serving in the government, making laws, to where maybe we can repeal, since they've had their decades-long war on women, maybe we can make it to where health insurance companies won't cover things like Viagra. Maybe women can make statements like men do and say, well, if you're impotent, that's God's way of saying you don't get to fuck anymore. One day, I hope that this happens, because then all of these elderly Republican men making decisions about all the women in the United States will finally know what it feels like to be discriminated against just because of your gender. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. If you've done all those things, please check out all the videos below. Stay up to date with everything we do here at Ring of Fire.